everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Browns going up against the Saints. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
23-yard. On the play. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. That allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
It's complete. Flainer, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So just 1 yard to go here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And he's got it over the middle. Flainer, 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Left side and caught by Flainer. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to
got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Now Griffin on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's got time. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Griffin. Wide open receiver complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
On first and 10, it's Griffin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Griffin on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. In the red zone this time. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Griffin. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 here. He'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type
of 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Griffin gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Griffin. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now Griffin on 2nd down. That is caught. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Shift together here from the D-line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you got to count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the defense in an envious position here after that penalty by the offense. It's now 3rd and 20. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
and take it right on the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the eye. Griffin going to give to Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Griffin gives to Johnson on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. That's complete. It's Gordon. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
12 yards on the pickup, and the Saints are going to get a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On play action, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Finding time. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Johnson, credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Griffin on 2nd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 20, and all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 40 yards.
If you volunteer to try and cover Corey Coleman, you're likely in for a long game because he can beat you so many different ways. And on that one, short pass turned into excellent yardage, didn't it?
It did indeed. So good. And we talked about you studying the draft, the 2016 draft. You saw explosiveness from him, didn't you?
Certainly did, and I saw from a variety of positions. He'd be out wide as a receiver, could come inside and work in the slot. But you know what they also did? They'd run him at tailback and actually hand him the ball on some zone plays inside. He's a terrific ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. Gets it to Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, Those guys made that play possible.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out with one back, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are back within a score. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Griffin. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On first down, Griffin. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Griffin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Griffin. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now Griffin on second down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Griffin, that's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They go play action here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is RG3. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. From the gun on third down, Griffin. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, Griffin. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Johnson on the counter, and he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, Johnson. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On third down, Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take now a timeout called defensively by the Browns? It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Browns, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. Break. I'm tired of this.